Hey, it's Gavin here. Great to have you with me. I've got an awesome shoulder routine that I think you'll enjoy. That's the plan at least. I've got a couple of sets of dumbbells with me. One for the shoulder presses, a little bit lighter. And we've got some upright rows, some lateral raises, some alternating front raises, some reverse flies, and some planks as well. So it's going to be a good one. You will enjoy it, I promise you that. Now I'm going to start with some shoulder presses. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter on the weights, partly because my shoulders are already hammered from what I've been doing previously. So figure out where you need to be. If this is your first time doing this routine, so it's okay to go a little bit lighter, but then you want to make sure you're progressing each week, each time you do these routines, any of the routines, asking yourself each exercise at the end of the workout, how hard did I actually work? Do I need to up the weights anywhere? Okay. Now, if you're ready, 45 seconds on the clock, let's go. So the shoulder presses look like this. So here, ear height, breathe it out, kiss the weight to the top, back down to ear height. Don't be tempted to rest down here. That's the rest. We don't want to rest. Breathe it out, keep those abs tight, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Breathe out as you push up to the top. Depending on the size of your weights, I'm using adjustable dumbbells here so they meet sort of in the middle quite early. But if you've got some smaller weights, you can take it up into the archway and bring them round, okay? So breathe it out, push. All right, let's work it, okay? I'm gonna up the tempo slightly here. Let's get these shoulders and these arms working for me. And just don't be tempted to lean back. Common mistake I see is people trying to go too heavy and they end up leaning like this and pushing it off their chest more so. All right, next exercise, we've got a little 15-second rest. I'm gonna go into upright rows. I'm gonna bring in the heavier weights for the upright rows. Should be able to handle these, okay? So up, feet shoulder width apart, pull them up, elbows high. Try not to do an Elvis impression, which I often see when people do this one. Their lips start doing funny things. So try and control those facial muscles and see how we go. So breathe it out, elbows high, back down. There we go, all done there. So going back into the shoulder presses. So body straight. Remember what I said, don't lean back. You've got to keep that back nice and straight, shoulders back, ear height, go from there. Let's do this. So grab your weights. But if you're using a resistance band, I should have said this at the start, but if you are using a resistance band, you can do this exercise standing. So you stand on top of the band and push it overhead. With the handles, of course. So breathe it out, good tempo. So second round through now. So this is the time where you should be asking yourself, how hard am I working? Do I need to up the weights a little bit? In all honesty, I think I could probably go a little bit heavier than this, but for the purpose of the video, we'll crack on. And plus my shoulders are a little bit tired from all the other routines. Breathe it out. There we go. All right, get ready for the upright rows. I'm using those again in a moment. So upright rows, coming up onto the feet. And again, if you're using your bands, you stand over the top of the band and same movement, exactly the same movement. Bring it up. What's going on with your face? Anything funky? When I was training clients in my, in all sorts of different gyms over the years, and obviously there's lots of mirrors in the gyms, and you get to see in the mirror what face they were pulling, and the Elvis impression does come to mind quite often. So if you're doing the Elvis impression, do let me know. I'd love to know. One more for luck. And down it goes. Right. From there, we've got a minute rest. We're moving into some lat raises. So those are the ones out to the side. And some alternating front raises, okay? All 45 seconds rest, and then we're gonna go into it. So, with, which weight shall I use? I'm gonna go with the heavier weights for this one. I'm gonna make sure I'm not ducking out of the hard work. So, elbows slightly bent. I don't want too much of a bend. I don't want like a right angle here, which you'll see a lot of guys doing in the gym. So a slight bend just to help protect your joints. And from there, we're here. Knees slightly bent, and just raise them up, shoulder height, controlled on the way down. And a few more seconds and we're good to go. I jumped the gun there, didn't I? All right, so let's get ready. 2, 1, off we go. Breathe. So breathe out on the way up and in on the way down. And you'll know if you're going too heavy on the weights on this one if you lean. So people end up doing this business, and we don't want to do that. So we want to make sure knees bent, good solid lift. And there we go. All right, 15 seconds rest. I'm gonna sit back down, enjoy the little rest period we've got here, and then we're into alternating front raises. So just lift them out in front, one at a time, good control. Nothing too crazy here. The abs are tight, breathe out as you lift, breathe in on the way down. And relax. And 15 seconds rest, and then one more time through those two. So the lat raises and those front raises. How are we holding out so far? Hopefully not too bad. So lat raises, off we go. 3, 2, 1. Starting to struggle a little bit now. It's good form. I'm working. Come on, keep pushing it home. Dig deep. Whew, definitely feeling that towards the end. All right, so front raises. Let's get it ready. Start yourself up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. I'm getting in the groove now. Finding my rhythm. Come on, stay with me. Keep on the tempo. I'm gonna grit the teeth, bite the tongue, let's get through it. Woo, all done. Great work. Right, I'm gonna move those out the way. Next up, we have some reverse flies. Reverse flies you can do with a resistance band, so you can anchor it on a door handle or a staircase, something where you can just wrap it around and you can open up the band. So working back of those shoulders, okay, the rear delts, all that business. Otherwise, if you're doing it with dumbbells, copy me. So I'm just going to show you a quick demo. So I'm sitting right on the edge of my seat here, just so I've got some space for the dumbbells to hang low, keeping the chest low down to the knees. Bring it up, squeeze those shoulder blades, back down. Now we don't want it to be a jerky movement. We don't want to be going like this. So keep it controlled, squeeze, back down. Now this is a lot harder than it looks, okay? We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So good control, breathe. It's really good exercise for your posture, this one. Now trying to bring those weights up nice and high. So you don't want them too heavy. If you've got them too heavy, you're really struggling to get the height on it. And then it might even be a case of you do better just with your arms, squeezing those shoulder blades back down. Squeeze back down. So up to you. And after this one, we're going into some planks. Well, a plank with shoulder taps. So get ready to hop onto your mat. We're all done there. Give myself a bit of room. If you can't do the shoulder tap, so raising one hand off the floor, then a high plank on the floor is absolutely fine. Otherwise, hands on bench, chair, kitchen side, table, whatever you've got at home. All right, so we're here in the high plank. Lock and load first, abs tight. And from there, just tapping the shoulders. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, rigid body. So I don't want you to be rotating your body like this. This is no good. I want you to keep it as rigid as possible, minimal twist. And what I tend to do when I'm doing this, I place more of my weight to one foot as I'm switching across. And try and make sure you haven't got your butt up in the air like this. That's never a good thing. Or your hips hanging down like this, okay? That's no go. And relax. All right, so we're gonna go one more time through those two, and then we're done. So, get yourself in position. Reverse flies. So here we go. All right, bring them up, squeeze. Chest is low towards the knees. Breathing out as you lift up. Arms definitely starting to struggle. Gonna give it a rest for a second. Come back into the mix. Great work there. All right, into the plank. Let's get those shoulder taps going. Whatever position you are in. So whether you're on the table, the chair, get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Rigid body, so the legs are stiff as well. Looking forward slightly, about a yard in front of you is where you should be looking. So make sure you don't do this, the old yo-yo head. Let's finish strong here. This is it to finish this workout. Breathe. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voila. We are all done there. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know what you thought of that one in the comments. I'd love to hear whether you did the Elvis impression as you did the upright rows, and how hard was that routine on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are we? Are we on that 6, 7, maybe knocking on an 8? If not, you need to make it harder for yourself. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.